Have you noticed how bars have become much more of a bigger thing? Well, today we're going to talk bars, particularly gold bars and particularly Royal Mint bars. Hey guys, it's Numistacker and I'm back with you today to cover a subject that I haven't covered before in all these years. I don't quite know why, because there's been some interest in this subject for a while, and yet it's never really captured my imagination to really research it or make a video about it. But I've seen a change happening in the levels of interest that there is on bars, silver bars and gold bars. And one of the people who have been leading this change has been the Royal Mint, and I thought we'd take a look together at the Royal Mint website to take a look at what some of the current offerings are. So there is a section on the Royal Mint website under investment, and in that section you'll find a variety of different bars, and you can take a look down and you can see the bars that are currently available. And this is a process that has probably started a year or two ago, and there seems to be enough of these things available to have really sparked collectors' interest for the first time. One of the nice things about Royal Mint bars is, compared to commemorative coins, for example, the margins are much smaller. So you'll notice in some of the pricing that's on the screen, we've got a gold price of about £2,500 an ounce today, and bars, 1 ounce bars starting from about £2,600. Obviously that is a premium in relation to the spot gold price in terms of making the things and marketing them, but it's a much lower premium than you would find for example, proof commemorative coins. So let's take a look at some of the areas. Britannia, cast bars, gift bars, and honoured in gold. And I think there are definitely some sweet spots in this range to have a look at. The first thing you need to decide is, well, is it 1 gram, 5 gram, 20 grams, an ounce, 5 ounces? What is the bar size that you want to look at? I think probably the sweet spot for a lot of people is that 1 ounce format. So we'll take a look at some of those bars. And what they've done is they've cross-referenced the collector's side of the Royal Mint in terms of design with the BU side, where you have bullion coins, and then they've made representations of the same iconic designs that you find on their coins in relation to bars as well. So people have been collecting Britannia coins since about 1987. Every year there are sets of Britannia coins. Until this year you had platinum coins as well as the usual gold coins and silver coins. And they've taken this design, which is really rather nice, and put it into bar format. I think this is a pretty nice design. Very clear, very iconic, unmistakable, and they've got that kind of Decus in Tutamen kind of thing that you find on a lot of their coins and a lot of their jewellery, because they've also got a jewellery range which maybe we'll cover in another video. But I think that Britannia is going to be one of their standard kind of designs, so there may be no rush to necessarily go out and buy the Britannia coin right now. I'm not sure what the mintage levels is for this, whether this is a kind of relatively unrestrained one or whether there actually is a mintage limit on it, or whether it says on screen. It says available as a 1 gram, 5 gram, 10 grams, 20 grams, 50 gram, 100 gram bar. So you've got lots of these things, and each one has a unique serial number, but it doesn't look like there's any particular mintage limit on these Britannia bars. So let's take a look at some of the others. So if we go down the screen, there's a bar that's just been released, which I really do like the look of. It is a little bit, probably a few pounds more expensive, but one of the nice things is that it ties in to the very, very popular Great Engravers range. So there was an Una and the Lion version. I haven't seen a Three Graces version, but maybe there was one of those as well. And then the next one in line was the Gothic Crown. And so what you've got is you've got a bar which takes the design from the Gothic Crown and then reinterprets it into a 1 ounce bullion bar format. And I really like the design. The design is iconic anyway, and having it on a bar is brilliant. But the key thing with this bar is there are only 500 of these bars that have been minted. So it's one of those things which will, when people find out about it, these things don't sell out immediately quite often, but it will sell out, and there will be a potential premium at some stage for this gold bar. Let's take another look through the bars. So let's take a look at this one here. So this is a bar which was produced in collaboration with the very, very popular Germania Mint, and this one is the first of a number of these co-branded bars. So this one is sold both by the Royal Mint and by Germania. It's available in a variety of sizes. This is the 20 gram gold bar, and you can see that because it's a co-branded bar, you're losing a little bit of the amount of the gold compared to a Royal Mint own produced bar. So you're getting about the same price as one of the Gothic Crown bars, but you're only getting 20 grams of gold instead of 31 grams of gold in an ounce. So not quite as big, but very nice design, with a premium and a collector's market attached to it. And there are 2,500 of these bars that have been produced worldwide. I've got one of the silver bars, and I think the design of the silver bar is really, really strong as well. Let's take a look at what else that they've got at the moment. Star Wars. So if you're a Star Wars fan, there's 5,000 of these bars. Each one contains 1 ounce of gold, and iconic design, tons of Star Wars collectors throughout the world. Quite a nice one. The limit is a little bit high. I don't know, whether they've still got them available, but they produced 5,000 of these bars, which is a lot of bars, and the pricing is a little bit less for a single bar than the limited edition bars. I think probably the limited edition bars with the small limits are definitely the ones to go for if you're both a bullion collector and you're also collecting with a view to a potential premium going forward in future. What else have we got? We've got a number of Hindu inspired bars. We've got the Lakshmi, the Kaaba, the Om. There's a whole variety of these, because one of the big buyers of gold is presumably Indian farmers and giving presents, and they've worked out this is a good idea to sell bars as well. If you're in the market for cast bars, well, here's one that is a kilo. Not many of us have enough money in our back pockets to buy a kilo, but the Royal Mint do make very high quality, very, very nice cast bars. It's something most of us would love to have, but probably a few of us will get a chance to really own. What else have we got here which is of interest to collectors? Battle of Britain. So you've got another limited edition bar. This one is a 20 gram gold bar like the Germania Mint gold bars, and the premium is around about the same, but this one has a limit of 500 bars worldwide. One of the things that make that Gothic portrait bar so good is that you've got the same 500 bars limit, which is very low, but you've also got the price and for the 31 grams of gold, so you get much more gold for your money. So I like the Gothic one over this Battle of Britain commemorative bar. So I've got a few others, little gift bars, 1 gram of gold, £118 for a gram of gold. I remember when a gram of gold was about £35–40, so it's the price of gold that has gone up a lot. I can't see the completer bars. There were some really nice square bars, and I've had the 5 grams and the 1 ounce one in for grading. They're clearly no longer available for sale, but they were very, very popular limited edition bars with the completer design, which had been on the coins with all of the mythical themed animals. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of raw mint bars, whether you're a bar collector. I know a lot of people collect antique bars from Engelhard and from Rothschilds. There's quite a lot of bar collectors. I think it's an up and coming part of the hobby, and one that I am certainly going to follow a little bit more going forward into the future as well. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please do subscribe. Click the little bell icon if you want notification when any new videos come out. That's all from me at the moment. Until the next one.